Good day, Grade 7! I am Teacher Vera, ang inyong kaduo sa Math 7. This is a new day for fun and exciting learning in mathematics. As we are starting on today's test, I want you to bring your pen and self-learning module. Ready? At the end of this lesson, you are expected to define rational numbers and express rational numbers from fraction form to decimal form, and vice versa. Lo and behold, it's time for us to explore rational numbers, which are expressing fraction form to decimal form, and vice versa. Let's have this problem. Joanne bought 4 items in the market. Which item did she buy the most or the least? Is it beef, which is 1 1/2 kilogram, onions, which is 9/10 kilogram, fish, which is 3/4 kilograms, or tomatoes, which is 4/5 kilogram? To answer this question, go along with me and let's learn together the concept of expressing fraction form to decimal form and vice versa. Remember that when we change fractions to decimals, divide the numerator by the denominator. When decimals is converted to fraction, divide the decimal by the powers of 10. For instance, 0.5 to change fraction, write the decimal as it is read. 0.5 is read as 5/10. Hence, in fraction, it is 5/10. Then reduce to lowest term, which is 1/2. Going back to our problem, the question is, which item did Joanne buy the most and the least? If Joanne bought 1 1/2 kilogram of beef, 3/4 kilogram of fish, 9/10 kilogram of onions, and 4/5 kilograms of tomatoes, if we convert the fraction form to decimal form, the answer is
1 1/2 is equal to 1.50. 3/4 is equal to 0.75. 9/10 is equal to 0.90. And 4/5 is equal to 0.80.
Clearly, 1.50 kilogram is greater than 0.90 kilogram, which is greater than 0.80 kilogram and greater than 0.75 kilogram. So, Joanne bought beef the most and fish the least. See how it really works in real life? That's a simple word problem where we can apply the concept of expressing fractions to decimal forms. It's your time to give your answer. I will be giving you 5 seconds to each number. All you have to do is to translate the given statements into fractions and decimals. Number 1. The given is 2/10. Timer! If your answer are like this, very good! Number 2. The given is 3/5. Timer! If your answer are like this, you got it right! Give yourself a resounding applause. Number 3. The given is 125,000. Timer! If your answer are like this, you're doing a great job! Number 4. The given is 1/4. Timer! If your answer are like this, you did that very well! And last but not the least, number 5. The given is 700. Timer! If your answer are like this, you've got your brain in gear. Now, let's define the rational numbers. Rational numbers are numbers which can be written as a quotient of two integers a over b, where b is not equal to 0. Any rational number can be expressed in fraction form or decimal form. Converting fraction into decimal form is simply dividing the numerator by the denominator. For example, express 4/5 in decimal form. We'll just simply divide 4 to 5. Therefore, 4/5 is equal to 0.8. A decimal is expressed to fraction form by using its digits, disregarding the decimal point as the numerator, and selecting the correct power of 10 as the denominator. The fraction is then expressed in simplest form. For example, express 0.8 in fraction form. The solution is 0.8 is equal to, we are getting 8 as the numerator, and the power of 10 that we are using is 10, which gives us 8 tenths. Reducing it to lowest term, which is 4/5. Therefore, 0.8 is equal to 4/5. Thank you so much for explaining well the concept of expressing fraction form to decimal form and vice versa. Now, let us have an exercise for your brain with sit in a minute.
Convert these decimal fractions to written fractions. Letter B. Convert the following written fractions to decimal fractions. Timer! Here are the correct answers.
Before we formally end our lesson, let us see how much you've learned from our lesson today.
Solve the following problems. Number 1. Ashley lives 6 3/4 miles from People's Park in the Sky. Write the distance as decimal.
Number 2.
If 58 out of 100 students in a class of Janisha P. Vita National High School are boys, then write the decimal form the part of the class that consists of boys. Number 3. Rowena studied 13.5 hours this week as preparation for the upcoming MTOP Quiz B. Write the number of hours in decimal.
Let us check your work. Number 1. Since the distance between People's Park in the sky and where Ashley's live is 6 3/4, we convert it in decimal by setting aside the whole number 6, then divide the numerator 3 in the denominator 4, which gives us 0.75. Therefore, the answer is 6.75. Number 2. To write the decimal form of 58 out of 100 students in a class of Dionisio P. Vito National High School, which are boys, is to divide 58 to 100, which resulted to 0.58. Number 3. The number of hours in a week where Rowena studied for the preparation of her upcoming MTOP quiz is 13.5 hours. To convert it in decimal, we need to set aside the whole number 13, then divide the numerator 1 to the denominator 2, which gives us 0.50. So, the number of hours in decimal form is 13.50. I hope that you've got it correctly. Great job! In life, a man is like a fraction, whose numerator is what he is, and whose denominator is what he thinks of himself. The larger the denominator, the smaller the fraction. That's it for today, but learning does not end here. In our next lesson, we are going to learn the operation on rational numbers. Again, this is Teacher Vera, ang iyong kaduo sa Math 7.